This is Tyler Oliveira. This man is an absolute G. He goes into these dangerous places and just wants to talk to people. He just wants to figure out what's going on, okay? He lets them talk for themselves. Operation Let Them Speak. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, this is his YouTube video, Inside Minneapolis' Somalian Invasion, okay? This is an invasion of the Somalian community into Minneapolis. Many of them have IQs of 68 or so, right? Actually, the fact that the average IQ is 68 means that there are many people with an IQ that is lower than 68, which is fucking mind-blowing, right? Because that's how averages work. There's some people that have IQs of like 100, like 20, 130. I'm sure there might be even a genius or two in there. No, it can't be that many, but there might be, you know what I'm saying? But there also has to be people, many more in fact. If there are people of high IQs, there needs to be people that are many more people that have an IQ that is lower than 68 in order for the average out to be a 68, right? So just throwing that shit out there.
How was life here in Minneapolis?
Anyway, go to his channel, watch the video. I will definitely link it in the description on my YouTube video where I react to this. But definitely go and subscribe to the thing, right? Do the things at the things, okay?
This is Little Mogadishu, Minneapolis, the unofficial capital of the 100,000.
This is Little Mogadishu, also known as the worst place in Minneapolis.
Plus Somalis that have made Minnesota their home, fleeing the war-torn Somalia since the 90s, and attracted by Minnesota's refugee programs, job opportunities, a generous welfare system,
a generous welfare, very generous welfare system. He just showed Feeding America, the organization that's part of that fraud scheme, right? Super generous welfare system.
Existing Somali community and the welcoming, hospitable Minnesotan spirit. But not.
Meanwhile, while they all leech off the American taxpayer, they bitch about being in America. They bitch about how America is not Somalia.
Everyone wants them here.
Somalians.
They bitch about the Jews, they bitch about the Christians, they bitch about it not being Somalia, they bitch about every fucking thing. They bitch about Orange Man being bad despite not knowing anything at all because their IQ is below 68. There are many people that are older than their IQ, okay? There are many people that are teenagers that have the same number IQ that their age is, right? There are many fucking people. There are many people whose IQ you could double to make 68.
Ripped off that state for billions of dollars.
Yeah, they did. You get him, Trump.
The president says he doesn't want
get him, Orange
Somalis
Man.
living in the U.S. after a few dozen were implicated in a COVID relief fraud case.
I got nothing to do personally. I've been working all my life hard.
They believe the fraud could extend beyond $6.5 billion just in the time period where Tim Walz has taken office. 78 people.
Yeah, there's no fucking way he didn't know about it. Also, imagine the one white guy I imagine he's talking to is the one that knows everything about everything.
People have been charged at this point. 77 of them are small.
With an estimated $1 billion+ stolen from welfare programs designed to feed the hungry, housing stabilization.
At some point, you gotta wonder whether it's a pattern, right?
And treat autistic kids. Is this the result of a few evil fraudsters who happen to mostly be Somali? Or is it the work of a city and state's leadership bending the knee to an increasingly growing community of tribally loyal refugees?
Definitely that one, the bending the knee thing.
That have refused to assimilate, have worked together as a community to exploit generous welfare programs, and have not been held accountable due to the fear of spineless politicians being called racist and potentially losing the votes of...
That dude was almost the mayor of fucking, hang on.
Together as a community to exploit generous welfare programs, and have not been held accountable due to the fear of spineless...
Boom. I think his name was Omar Feta. Right? He was almost the mayor. Look at this motherfucker. Are you serious? How many generations of inbreeding made this? Right? Like, what the fuck?
Politicians being called racist and potentially losing the votes of the Somali community they know they'll need to get reelected.
Somali people have been an
well, he's eating with a fork. I mean, you already lost them. They all eat with their hands.
Extraordinary benefits.
They contribute nothing. They contribute nothing.
It's true. They contribute nothing. They leech off the American taxpayer, and I, for one, am tired of it. Me, as an American taxpayer, I do not want my money going to these retarded asshole terrorists.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you.
Anyone who looks like me are scared right now.
The fear comes as the Somali community here is bracing for a surge of ICE agents cracking down on migrants who've been issued final deportation orders.
So I pulled up to Little Mogadishu to talk to the Somali community and figure out what's really going on here. So this sign is in full Somali. I don't see a variant of it in English. That's
Why would there be? Until Trump's second term, English wasn't even the official language of the United States. Now it is, though, so ha.
fascinating. Let's see if it's English on the back. No, Somali only. I guess why even learn English if you can just read the signs in Somali? If you don't force the people who move here to learn English, they never will or will never have the need to learn English.
Yeah, and then they won't be able to communicate with people, and they won't understand what things are going on, and they won't be able to properly assimilate or at least build a life of their own here.
My point proved itself immediately.
By all means, continue speaking whatever gibberish your fucking Somalian community speaks, but also learn English so that you can communicate with the rest of society.
Could I interview?
Do whatever you want in your own household, but when you go out into society, you need to make sure that you are assimilated enough that you can actually participate in a meaningful way. And if you don't speak English, you can't. There are many truck drivers right now that don't speak English, which is a fucking problem.
Okay, sorry. Okay, this will be fascinating. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak any English?
French.
Dude, what?
French? Bonjour.
He speaks French? I don't believe that for a second. He's lying. He's lying.
Somali?
He's lying.
French.
Okay. Can I
He speaks French, but can't speak French.
interview you in French? Hey. What are you doing, guys? Doing news report. Huh? No. What do you mean no? It's America, no?
Well, yeah, but they don't want to showcase how retarded they are.
Puis-je vous interviewer in François?
He doesn't speak French. No, he just says he speaks French because he doesn't want to talk to you. These people, God, dude, they're all dumb. They're all stupid.
Maku ware san kana af Somali? Okay. Thank you. This is a unique place. My name's Tyler.
Yes,
Hi. We're trying to talk to members of Somali community.
Yeah.
Because the Trump thing, temporary protected status over. I wanted to talk to people that live here. Would you be open to giving any thoughts for a little?
What does the word talking mean? This guy, look at he's fucking frozen. My handlers did not prepare me for a question like this. I wasn't told how to talk. Actual NBC. God, this is one of the dudes that has like a 30 IQ. Watch.
Little news piece we're doing.
Okay, good.
Good?
Yes, good.
Okay.
It's good. I don't know what you say is good. Yes. Yeah, I pretend. Yes. It's good.
Okay, see you. Nice people. But keep in mind it says
Nice retarded people. Yeah. Jesus. Why does he have a license, dude? What?
it's not
Also, the fact that none of them have a bottom half of their face. What is up with that? Why are they shaped like an upside down tear?
safe right there. It's not safe. Whisper on the wall, Dark Souls style. Well, we're trying to talk to members of the Somali community. And no? Okay.
No. See, I was directly told not to talk to people who say they want to talk to members of the Somali community. Because if you don't already know, then you're probably going to think we're retarded, and then we'll lose all of our benefits and stuff, and I won't be able to walk home with paper bags full of groceries that were paid for by the American taxpayer.
Okay. Okay. And then I headed towards the Riverside Plaza apartment.
She said, I don't like Somali people. You know what? I misjudged this lady. I like her now.
Complex known for its large Somali population to see if I could find anyone here that spoke English. Speak English.
No, French. Speak French.
Bonjour. Can I interview in French?
I'm sorry.
Interview in François? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, once you start speaking French, they don't speak French.
Yeah, no, look, they were told to say this. They are being directed on what to say and do here. Like,
English, François? Hello. You speak English?
Yes.
Could I ask you a few questions for interview?
Why?
News interview.
Interview?
News interview.
For what?
News.
My name's Amul. I live in Minneapolis.
Oh, he can't speak for himself?
No.
No, his handler is telling him not to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What
My name's Tyler.
Okay, Tyler, what are you looking for?
To speak to people in Somali community. I want to ask people in Somali community in Minneapolis about Trump trying to revoke the temporary protected
But he
status.
doesn't have authority. So yeah, I think he's...
He does, totally. If the president had the authority to give it to you, he has the authority to take it away, flat out.
Rhetoric. It's not the actual...
This guy was sent out by whoever the handlers are to be the one directly to speak to him, which you know because he told the other guy he wasn't allowed to.
Policy.
Do you believe the Somali community is being targeted unfairly?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I don't understand why he's targeting Somalis. Somalis, like everyone, they are Americans and they have the whole...
No, they are not. Somalis are Somalis and Americans are Americans. Somalis that immigrated over here legally and became Americans are Americans now, not Somalis.
right that each American has.
No, they do not. You don't have an American right if you aren't an American. If you are an illegal here abusing our system and leeching off of our taxpayers, you should not get the same rights as every other person that actually abides by the law.
Trump wanted my advice.
He does not. He does not want the advice of somebody with an IQ like yours. Sorry, buddy.
I would tell him, let alone all Americans.
All Americans are being left alone. It is, in fact, just the illegal aliens that are not being left alone.
Especially the Somalis.
I see.
Somalis are not Americans. What the hell, man?
They came here to get a refuge.
Yeah, why?
And they got...
Why here specifically?
They are contributing to the countries.
They are not. They're in fact not contributing. They are leeching off of the systems that are paid for by the American taxpayer.
How's it going? It's going.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but when an illegal alien, somebody that's not here illegally, is getting paid cash, they are not paying taxes on that cash.
How are you?
I actually watched your video.
Right on, man.
I was like, wait, no
That's
way.
me. You got any thoughts?
Man, it's there's a lot more to it. Honestly, what I believe than with the headlines, the news sensation.
Right, absolutely. See, this is probably an example of one of the legal Somalian American citizens, right? One of the people that came over here, or at least is descended from people that immigrated here from Somalia, that has actually assimilated. See, he's learned English. He fucking looks like he reads a book, which is awesome. This is an example of one of the people that probably won't get thrown out.
Well, so
but the people that speak French and then don't speak French, those are probably people that are here illegally.
Majority of us aren't under that protective status because we really don't migrate here illegally. Us being on the other side of the world is really not that much of an option. Here, I think it was around 500 to 700 people, and that group of people aren't even the ones really, engaged in anything, So I don't know what it really would solve.
Yeah, right. It's all of the people that aren't engaged in the bad behavior, all the people that did immigrate over here legally from Somalia will be fine. Okay? So the people that are raising hell about Trump getting rid of their protective status are probably the people that were on protected status that don't want to lose it because they're not here legally.
Do most people here in this community speak English?
Yeah, why not? What I'm speaking now? Am I speaking for Greek?
Oh my God, this guy is a retard.
No.
Why are you so revved up right now?
Because of
we came in here pretty civilly, and you're telling him to walk away, and he can't speak, and he's a grown man, right?
He's a mentally ill guy.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
He's a mentally ill guy. Of course he is, because he's not me. I'm the only one that's not mentally ill.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's a good call.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to ask. Have you heard about the statewide welfare fraud?
I heard, but
estimated $1 billion+.
I think that one's fake.
You think it's all fake?
Yeah. Maybe the small portion is accurate.
Sure.
But
yes, I heard about the fraud, but it's not real, so we need to just leave it alone. He's probably in on it. He's probably in on it, Tyler. You're talking to a fraudster here, buddy.
I don't think that's not the accurate description for the whole community.
Someone does.
No one is blaming the entire Somali community, only the illegal aliens. It just happens that a lot of the Somali community happen to be illegal aliens.
And
everyone that's here legally is fine.
Wrongdoings. Yeah. I agree that he be punished by law. The publicizing and finger pointing Somalis is not what we like.
A lot of people that work here send a lot of money back home to support the family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
I know a big portion of Somalia's like GDP comes from remittance, because, there's no economy back there, there's no opportunities.
There's not a lot of the
These are literally people living in fucking huts, bro. Like, come on. What is happening?
ladies specifically. They say they speak French, then we start speaking French, and then they don't speak French. And then I get the Somali translation, and then they don't speak Somali. I appreciate you, by the way, that we're having a conversation.
Absolutely.
It's tough to find people to speak to.
Yeah. I think the majority of people, they speak English, but the elderly people, they don't speak English.
Well, that takes time. Somalis came here 30 years ago.
Immediately cuts to elderly person speaking English.
I see.
And 30 years, it's for the history is small.
Also, I saw a clip. I was like scrolling through YouTube Shorts or something, and I saw there was a clip of Tyler. I don't remember where he was at, but he was fucking running because they were like shooting at him, or they pulled a gun or something like that.
Period.
You think
Like man's the actual goat. All right, he's down here in the shit. Right, I'm just a retard bitching about things on the internet.
30 years is not enough time to assimilate?
I do not agree with the simulation. I wouldn't say good or bad, but it's not be forced people to be assimilated. I can be American.
No. Actually, you should, in fact, be forced to assimilate when you come here. Because if you don't, then you're just going to turn the place that you come to into the shithole that you came from, which is a problem. You need to assimilate into society. You can continue to have your own cultures and religions and shit, but that would be within your own home. When you go out into the general public, you need to act respectfully, and you need to abide by American law. You have to assimilate in society to become an American citizen. That should be a fucking requirement. And if you don't, you should be sent back home.
My own. Amish, and there is some Amish. They know assimilated.
I see. You think
They're also not killing people for disagreeing with them in any capacity. They're not raping people because it's part of their culture. And also, they did, in fact, assimilate into society. They do their own thing, but they also abide by American laws. Okay? Many Amish people work on construction sites all over the country, and while they're doing so, they are abiding by American laws.
a commonly shared language would be a reasonable thing to compromise on?
Some of them even have business in, and you know what? They pay taxes like everybody else. They did, in fact, assimilate. They just don't live in American society. They have their own little spot, kind of like Indian reservations, who coincidentally are also assimilated.
Like, let's say...
They come into American society, and they act like every other fucking person, and they don't cause trouble. That's all we want, really. Yeah, you should assimilate, period.
Do we all speak English like you and I do?
I learned English for my own personal interests.
Yeah, you should be required to learn English if you're going to live in the United States of America. Again, you can speak a second language if you want to, and English can even be your second language. That's fine. But if you're going to live in America, you need to speak English because all of our signs are in English. Most business is conducted in English, and in order to communicate effectively in society, you need to be able to speak English. Period.
I am an engineer. In order to have a job, I must be able to speak English.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have an interest, let them have their own language.
You don't think there are any problems with not being able to read, like, traffic directions or...
Yeah, if you look at Somalis living here, who are above 20 or 30 years, all of them, they speak English.
I see.
Yeah.
So
so it's just the younger terrorist fucks probably that are radical, like have a radical ideology either because of Al-Shabaab, who they're giving money to, or because of the Democratic Party or whatever. Many of them have been radicalized and don't want to work and don't want to do anything. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nature to sort of live next to people.
White people live to white next. Sure. I don't think that's not something unique to the Somali. If you go to the Brooklyn Park, you can see a lot of Haitian or people come from West Africa. That's not bad.
So there's studies that suggest when ethnic groups live together in one densely populated area, that they don't have to assimilate. There's no reason to sort of learn the commonly spoken language like English, for instance, or learn certain cultural norms if they ethnically pool together.
I don't agree that our community disperses. And if we live in one place, in a close place, we will be having a political say. And I would encourage that the Somalis get together and live in one place
because we need more Somalis to have more political say so that we can send more money back to Somalia and we can have more people that are in the U.S. Congress directly to represent the interests of Somalia, much like our current elected representative, Ilhan Omar.
MPs from that area will be Somalis. I came from Virginia previously.
Okay. Why from Virginia to Minnesota?
Well,
because Somalis are treated super well here.
And
he gets a lot of free shit probably, despite being a self-described engineer.
More Somali community?
More the Somali, more power. We have more political power.
Yeah, no, it's about conquest, bro. And I think that America should also be about conquest.
We can have better chances here.
When you think of your identity...
What he means is because I'm Somalian, I get more free shit here than I did in Virginia.
Does it go religion, nationality, ethnicity? What is the sort of... How is it to be a Muslim Somali American?
In this country, everyone in this country came from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in every country came from somewhere else if you look back far enough in history. That has nothing to do with anything. Deal with it. America is a nation of immigrants. Listen, America is a nation of people that came over here from another country and conquered this from its indigenous people, much like every other country on the fucking planet, period. There was no country that spawned up out of nowhere with a group of people that didn't immigrate there from somewhere else, right? Like what?
We are not the only people who came from somewhere else. When we came here, we were Somalians, Muslims, and now became American.
And if you want to assimilate into American society, you should have to be American. I don't care what your religion is. Period. You are not Somalian anymore, buddy. Sorry.
So we are Americans, Muslims, and Somalians.
Hey, well, thank you so much for your time, sir. You're very gracious.
Oh, that guy's going to get in a lot of trouble for putting the Muslim thing below the American thing. That's all I'm saying. Muslims think America is the great Satan.
For your time and answers. Have a great day.
As much as they hate Israel, I think they hate America more.
Thank you.
And again, just creating more division in our community, you know? It's almost like...
Oh, look, some nebulous colored youth is going to come over here and cause trouble and try and antagonize the people.
Let me see, how can I word, since that's where they were raised, but you know, first generation born folks like myself
Can
here.
we focus on the interview, Pasha? How you doing?
Definitely.
All right, bro.
You,
great to meet you again.
Good luck.
All right. Be safe. See ya.
Actually, I think this is the one where that dude's gonna pull a gun and they're gonna have to run, right? Like, was that this video that I saw? Because I'm pretty sure it was just a short that I saw. But yeah, no. When somebody like that dude in the blue jacket comes over, when somebody like that is walking down the street toward me, I cross the street. You call that racism if you want to, but it's not. It's just a survival instinct at this point. It's pattern recognition.
What did the guy in the blue? Is there a problem? You guys? So we got this dude like hiding behind pillars creepily. He was definitely mocking you. Do you speak English? No English? Somali? French? Excuse me, sir. Do you speak English?
They've all been told not to talk to you, guy. Also, some of them actually might not speak English, which is another problem.
Somali? Hello. I'm trying to interview members of Somali community, but I can interview you too?
It's mainly Somalians here, but there's like maybe I've seen a few other, races or whatever, but they're very nice to me and my kids.
Do most people have a job and work here?
No.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, most people here don't have jobs. Yeah, because they're all leeching off the American taxpayer and welfare system.
No. I've seen maybe a few, like, I could tell that they were going to work, but I don't even know if they're
Somali squawking gibberish.
going to work
What is
or
she screaming
where
about,
they're
the
going.
bus?
Oh.
She's speaking Somali?
Yeah. Oh, she's talking to him.
They're yelling at each other.
I think that's just how they talk, honestly.
Yeah, these people are super peaceful, right? Like, come on.
How they communicate.
Must be pleasant.
That's just how they communicate, which is weird. But they're super nice to my kids because, like, I don't want to be labeled a racist bigot or anything. And also, I have to live here around these people.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. I be watching your videos all the time, bro.
Respect. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
I mean, I love everybody who love me.
That's a good way to live.
Yeah.
How did this become like the de facto hub for the Somali community?
I'm not sure, bro. Honestly.
Well, they dumped about 10,000 Somalians every few months or so, and so it kind of just happened. They all congregated together because none of them had to assimilate into American society and go out and live their own lives. They were all just dumped right here.
Shit, they just came here and took over, bro.
Yeah, they were all dumped here, and they just kind of took over and started leeching off the American taxpayer, which is why inflation rates are as high as they fucking are, and why people can't get jobs, and all that kind of crap. Why people are denied for Social Security.
Very difficult to communicate with the women out here, Somali women.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I would.
Is it just part of the culture, Muslim culture?
Say no, because the men are mainly the one that speak to me.
Yeah.
But the women also speak to me as well that are on my floor and.
Yeah. It has got to be difficult for her to get a job with those tattoos where they are, man. Like, I'm all for tattoos, but listen, at some point you got to think about what other people are going to think of when they look at you, right?
Yeah, they really don't talk a lot. I don't know. If,
some of them do not speak English?
Don't speak English at all. So, like yesterday, I tried to ask one of them a question, and she didn't speak English. So I think that may interfere with. Yeah, why they don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, you can't participate in American society if you don't speak English, dude. That's why they never leave Little Mogadishu. That's why they don't assimilate into American society, because as far as they're concerned, they have a small Somalia right here inside Minneapolis.
Well, it's been great talking with you. I hope you raise your kids.
And they don't have to live in sheet metal huts.
Beautiful family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a nice.
And then, as I was interviewing this guy, some Somali-looking gangster homie got aggro and started talking shit from behind our camera. Yeah. How you doing? Real quick, when you travel as much as I do, the first thing that I need when I land is data. And the sponsor of today's video, eSIM.io, has got you covered. Whether you're in India, France, Spain, or... What did you say?
Okay.
I think you said, "F your grimy ass, come holler at me after." I'm not sure. Nice people.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Well, we might get shot out here if we keep sticking around.
Dude.
Okay.
Tyler, I really hope you are wearing a fucking flak jacket, man. Like, you need a bulletproof vest on, my guy. Like, listen, you... I'm very worried about your safety, Tyler. You need to do something.
Hey, I'm walking away.
I hope that all of those jackets are just concealing a bulletproof vest, bro.
Oh, no. All right, bro is reaching in to pull out a gun. There you go.
Yeah, this is definitely the one.
And my cameraman said the Somali gangster grabbed what appeared to be a gun from his man purse and began sprinting towards us as we ran away for our lives. I was going to pull a gun on us. Some guy back there. He was really going for the piece.
Oh, man.
That poor cameraman, dude.
That might be the first time someone's fully, went in to grab the gun. As our lives flashed before our eyes, we headed to the hotel to cool down, and came back the next day to one of many Somali malls, and I finally found a woman to speak to.
I finally found a woman who would speak to me! Oh, man. Look, Tyler, we all got that problem, okay? Listen.
Your business?
Yes, I do.
How long have you owned this business?
2 years.
Where are you from?
In Somalia, East Africa.
Yeah.
Somalia.
How is life here in Minneapolis?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Alhamdulillah?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah? Praise God be the highest?
House? No.
No, praise God. God Almighty? Alhamdulillah?
Alhamdulillah, mashallah, ya Allah.
Inshallah. Wallahi? No. How difficult was it to start your own?
Listen, I'm all for giving glory or whatever to a higher power for specific opportunities, but if I'm being honest with you, you cannot discount what you have built off the sweat of your own brow, right? You cannot discount what you have done off the strength of your own back. Give yourself a little bit of credit, lady. It looks like you're running a pretty awesome business, and if you started it from the ground up, then you're already doing much better than many of the people that are in your community, and you're probably not as stupid as many of them are. So congratulations, and give yourself a little bit of credit, all right?
Business here.
It was very difficult. I'm a single mom. It's very hard. I'm still struggling.
small business owner.
Yes, we do. And that people, they supporting almost what they call every person in here, they support 10 people, 20 people. So our people is waiting for us.
You're saying every Somali that lives here is supporting 10 to 20 people back home?
Yes.
Even though we already learned that many of them don't work. So how is that? So where are they getting the money to support those 10 to 20 people from back in Somalia? Where are they getting the money for that if many of them don't work, which we also learned already, right? Like, what? Oh, man, no wonder there's so much fucking fraud, bro.
Because
and no wonder they're telling him, like, no, there's probably fraud, but, like, it's not that much, so it's fine, right?
You afford that.
We're trying, we're struggling. That people, they not...
Meanwhile, their elected representative, Ilhan Omar's over here saying, well, no, there's definitely fraud, but, like, it's not linked to the terrorist organizations that are back in Somalia, despite everyone in Somalia basically being a terrorist.
They don't have a place to go.
Okay, so you're one of the first women I've had a conversation with. Why is it so difficult to speak with women?
Because the culture and some people...
Oh, yeah, because women are second-class citizens in the Muslim culture, for sure.
That's what's going on now. People...
They're not allowed to speak to you unless they're in front of a man. I'm surprised some of these women are even outside.
I don't want to talk, you know.
Who told this Muslim woman she could own a business? I mean, it was definitely America that did that, but also, you know, it wasn't her people that said that she should be allowed to do that.
It's scary what's going on.
Yeah. Have you heard about some of this welfare fraud in Minnesota recently?
I heard that, but you know, people, they're not same. How many people in America or Somali people?
400 million.
400 million dollars. We say 100 people do something mistake.
Yeah.
Then 100,000 people, you say all the thieves.
Sure.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
I've been in America 27 years. I never have any problem. I have my own business. I have my own family.
Yep, and as long as you are here legally, you don't have anything to worry about, lady. If you have a legal status to be here in the United States, whether you are a naturalized citizen, whether you took the oath to become an American citizen, or you know, whatever. If you are a legal immigrant here, you should be fine.
I never have any problems. People like me, do they thief?
Yeah, what did you do, right?
I don't do nothing. We love America. We've been America.
As long as you love America and you actually want to assimilate, which it seems like you do because you started your own business to support your family, you learned English, and you seem like a pretty well-rounded and well-read lady. It's just that many people that are in your community don't think that way and aren't that way, and those people are the ones that shouldn't be here. You will be fine. In fact, it might actually help you given that, you know, your neighborhood probably won't be such of a shithole.
I love it. I respect it.
U.S. flag right there.
Yeah. We keep telling people every day, America's a great country. You need to work the country. You need to...
Damn straight. It's just too bad that your elected representative does not agree with you. I do. I agree with you, lady. This is an example of the person that we don't want to get rid of, right? It's not all Somalians. Just the retards that are here illegally. What's so hard to grasp about that concept?
To obey the law.
Well, thank you so much for giving me a moment of your time. Oh, yes, I can. Yeah, sorry.
3 years or 3 years and a half.
Do most people that come here, are they Somali?
Yeah, only Somali.
Only Somali mall. Yeah. And even the customers, only Somali?
Yeah, Somali.
This is run by Somalis for Somalis? I can come, but typically only Somalis come?
Every country you come here.
How is life in Minneapolis as Somali?
Life is good life.
America good.
America good? Okay.
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, and I don't have any problem.
Life is beautiful, man.
How large is the Somali community here in Minneapolis?
Oh, too much. Yeah.
It reminds you of home?
Too much, yeah. Back home, Somalia.
Okay.
And like when I came here, it was like similar. Besides, like.
Why does bro got his hand in his fucking pants? What? Like one hand is on his dick and the other one is down in his ass. Like what?
The violence and shit like that. Over here, at least we have the police, you know.
I'm a Jew. I've lived here in the most Somali community in.
You better be riding a motorcycle or something, because I don't know, man. Look at that outfit.
Minneapolis for a while now. Literally never been more welcome anywhere else in the city in my.
I have to tell you that I'm a Jew before explaining how great Somalia is, because I need the maximum virtue signal. Number one, Muslims are good. Number two, I'm Jewish in saying that, so Jews are bad. Dude, what the fuck? What does you being a Jew matter? And also, I don't believe you, so.
My entire life.
We always help each other.
He's smoking a joint, it looks like, leaned up against a building, and also dressed like Marilyn Manson. What?
And every Ramadan, we always fast together. The one thing that we don't have in Somalia is a foundation, and that foundation was kind of built here from different tribes. We all communicate differently. We have a mall right here. That brings...
Yeah, because Somalia is a country of warring clans, much like old-time Scotland, right? Like, what the fuck, dude?
This is all together, you know.
I'm got on Duolingo, trying to learn a little bit of Somali. It's nice.
Do you see what this motherfucker is wearing on his head? Like, and also Duolingo. Yeah, see, is what I'm saying. Anyway, and these really, and I'm Jewish.
To live in a neighborhood where there's another language that is largely spoken. People have told me, like, why would you feel like you need to learn another language when you're in America?
See, one of the guys that's giving him a fucking interview is not even a Somalian person that he wanted to talk to, because all those people won't talk to him, either because they don't speak English or because they're being told literally not to. Like, no, you're not allowed to speak to him. Go. I know you're a grown ass man, but I'm telling you, you're not allowed to speak to him. I will speak to him and explain to him how I think the whole fraud thing is overblown.
And it's like, because there's a lot of people who speak a lot of languages in America.
Nobody cares about that, but they need to be able to speak English, given that that's the main language in the United States, and it's also what all of our fucking signs are written in. So, you know, they need to be able to read and write English and speak it as well.
Somalia out here for me is...
If they want to speak Somalian, if they want to speak Spanish, if they want to speak French, I don't fucking care what they want to speak in their own home. But when they go out into American society, they will speak English, because that is how you fucking communicate in America.
It's like survival, man, every day. Every day I gotta go, you know what I'm saying, look for where to get my bread from, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go out there, because I got family.
What is this dude doing with his fucking hands in his pants? What is happening?
I gotta support, you know?
I gotta do what I gotta do, you know, just throw my hands around these pants.
Easier in Somalia or Minneapolis?
It depends on the person, bro. For me...
What is this dude doing? Tyler, I'm surprised he hasn't made a comment about it yet.
It's almost the same. So I go back and forth, you know, every year.
Can you tell me about some of the clans or tribes that live here in
Can you name some of the different warring clans we have here, please?
Minneapolis?
There's Majartan, there's Ugaden, there's Hawargadia, there's
they all have the same name.
Abgal, Hawiya, so they all have their own...
Abigail, a wheel.
different type of languages, and even what they eat. Every single one of them cannot always identify each other. I'm Rahawain, for example, you know? Rahawain are kind, cool, educated.
Yeah, the one that I'm part of is kind, cool, educated. It's all these other fuckers, right? This is why we have the literal warring clans. What is... I cannot believe how fucking blatantly barbaric this entire culture is. I cannot fucking believe that we have somebody from this culture literally bitching about their life in America. What the fuck, dude?
Well, very social people. But then there's other people that are like distant, you know, that don't like communicating with other, you know, tribes.
They speak French.
I was on the train yesterday and I heard someone listening to a podcast.
A Jew on a train? No!
About exactly this. It was these people saying like Islamism isn't compatible with American values. That's such a distraction.
It's absolutely not compatible with American values. They marry 9-year-olds, they beat their wives, they murder children, they strap bombs to children to literally use them as meat shields. If you don't agree with them, they will behead you in the street. Yeah, no, it's definitely not at all compatible with American society. And if you think so, then listen, guy, I don't care what you were raised up. You are not a Jew anymore. I'm not Jewish either, but I'm also a realist. And honestly, this guy is just trying to virtue signal.
Action from the actual problem, which is that people are hurting.
It's just a distraction from the actual problem, which is this white supremacist thing causing people to hurt all over America.
And we used to have social programs that like tried to keep people living dignified lives.
My culture, like, we spread peace and love, tranquility, you know? So we're willing to, like, give. Is how you treat people around here.
We're willing to give, but we're not... We're willing to give you other people's money. We're not willing to give you our money because we're not willing to make it. We're also not willing to contribute to the things that are actually giving money to us.
You know what I'm saying? Respect. You give respect. You give respect. You know what I'm saying?
You want.
Respect is definitely earned, and it's not earned by giving. All right.
No.
And also, listen.
What tribe you're from, you know, that's how they taught me who I am, you know, because if you don't know your tribe, people make fun of you. People that come from Somalia and Africa, they kind of talk down on us because we're born in America. They don't like that.
I see.
Yeah, and then they actively want to bitch about how America isn't giving them more free shit, despite them also not contributing to those same programs.
That's why Somali people don't succeed in Somalia, because they have that jealous and hate towards each other.
What are your thoughts on some of the fraud?
Yeah, well, they only succeed here because they're subsidized by the American taxpayer, who coincidentally is a group of people that don't believe the way that they do or act the way that they do. And we're expected to continue to subsidize their bullshit-ass garbage culture. Why?
Related to like the autism, the feeding the children. Have you heard about that?
Of course I heard that, my friend, but to me, those cases is individual persons. So everybody has to pay the price. This is America, you know? America don't charge community or family for a crime that one person commit. Individuals is responsible for this crime, not the whole community. I got nothing to do personally. I've been working all my life hard. I fled Somalia when I was like 14, I think.
14, okay.
Yeah, I've been here 25 years, so Somalia and United States is the same to me.
It better fucking not be, because you should know, if you did come here from Somalia when you were a teenager, that America is much better than Somalia ever was or could be.
And I love both. It's part of
Why do you love both?
my life.
It's home.
Yeah, it's home. We're peaceful.
Then go back home if you love it. We are peaceful people that kill each other all the time.
People, we come here for peace. We ran
You do
away.
not come here for peace. You did not flee your country because it was so peaceful.
A war, you know. We love everywhere it's a peace, especially Minnesota. It's one of the biggest states welcome us.
With members of the Somali community understandably defensive that the blame is being placed on the community as a whole, when you consider the $14 million fraud scheme involving autism treatment centers, where parents were reportedly paid kickbacks to enroll their children in fake treatment centers.
Yeah, weird.
One must wonder to what degree this fraud goes beyond a few dozen individuals. So I met up with Minnesotan journalist Dustin Grage and Senator Michael Holmes to hear their thoughts on this Somali fraud scandal. But real quick,
Don't wait with me, you silly f***ing saying.
there are some things so insane YouTube won't let us upload.
No more scary.
Fit it up and show them that pussy.
Is this legal?
What
But
the
luckily,
hell?
you can watch it all on patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira and get early access to these videos.
Go to his
Out of
stuff.
school, they set up these
All right.
feeding centers all across the state, and ultimately we're getting payments out to these feeding centers, but kids aren't actually being fed. They're just reporting fake numbers, fake names, and then ultimately out goes $300 million.
And where are we in front of? This is the Hennepin.
Yeah, that's called fraud. It's also a criminal offense, and if it was perpetrated by members of the Somali community, with the knowledge, at the very least, of people that are high up in the government of Minnesota, then this is a bigger issue. And I think that's what they're looking into right now, which is the big problem, and it's also why Ilhan Omar is trying her goddamn best to deflect as much as possible. I think she's going to throw Tim Walz under the bus in order to deflect away from her, honestly.
County Government Center. This is where the district court judge allowed a fraudster for $7.2 million in fraud to go completely scot-free. She just didn't like the ruling that the jurors came back with.
There's nothing illegal about what the judge did. They can overturn this.
Yeah, which is totally bullshit, by the way, right? I mean, if you have a jury, then there's a reason.
Granted, was it a horrible decision? Should it be appealed? And is it being appealed? Absolutely, but it has to be prevented from happening in the future.
Is our judicial system compromised right now? What's happening?
Yeah, absolutely. Our justices are allowed to just decide these things on a whim. They have no accountability to the people, and the people of Minnesota are getting defrauded and have no recourse.
78 people have been charged at this point. 77 of them are Somali. There's one white woman at the top, defendant one, lady by the name of Amy Bach, kind of the mastermind behind the scheme, but we very well may exceed over.
Well, I mean, yeah, it couldn't be one of the Somalians as the mastermind. They're all retarded.
For 100 people charged. Just recently, we just saw the 78th one, and that individual was actually charging for more people being fed in a town in northern Minnesota, double the amount of the actual population of the city. So very clearly we have a fraud problem there. But actually, Senator Omar Fattah.
I mean, what do you expect, right? These people can't count. They don't know what numbers are.
Ended up coming out publicly and advocating for the Somali community, saying...
Of course he did. Of course he did. Look at that. He looks like a fish, okay? There's an upside-down teardrop face, all right? What he's got a hairline that goes right over the direct center of his head. Like... oh, my God. This dude's half goat for sure.
You're all a bunch of racists. Our state government is racist. They end up blocking it, and
they're not racist. You're inbred. It's different.
Win their court case, and actually Omar Fattah praises Feeding Our Future for all the good work they're doing and working with Amy Bach and all their team to actually win this court case and prevent the stop payments from occurring. It continues on, and $300 million down the line later, we continue with the fraud.
Is it Somali fraud because the majority of defendants right now are found to have been from the Somali community?
Yeah, I think that's where the tagline comes from. Honestly, there's a lot of fraud in DHS from top to bottom to begin with. That's getting a lot of press because of the Somali fraud, we're calling it, because honestly, so many Feeding Our Future came out, hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what everyone's looking at right now.
I mean, listen, it was a Somali charity. It was in the Little Mogadishu is where it was, which is a strictly Somali area. It was run by many Somalians, not masterminded, obviously, because they all have an IQ of 68 and they couldn't mastermind their way out of a paper box. But, you know, whatever.
Now, granted, are white people also committing fraud through Medicaid? Absolutely. And they should be charged and tried as well. But in particular, I mean, we're talking about, what, 100?
All these people have Velcro light-up Skechers, right? Like...
1,000 Somalis in the state, 5 million people. It's still a very small subsect of the population. At least over 50% of the fraud is coming from one community.
How have you guys sort of discovered the extent of this fraud?
Minnesota House of Representatives has created a fraud committee. So many whistleblowers have come forward to that committee to testify, and we have DHS whistleblowers coming forward. People from the Somali community are coming forward and really exposing what this is. And unfortunately, the state is not doing a great job of these investigations.
So we're actually going to go in and look at some...
Why the hell would they? Tim Walz was getting kickbacks, and they don't want to stop it.
These past cases with that judge, and in particular one exhibit where wire transfers were occurring
Again, Treasury investigating whether Minnesota welfare money went to Somali terror group Al-Shabaab, which again is a terrorist organization based out of Somalia that most recently tried to assassinate the president of Somalia and also is responsible for many car bombings, most of which resulted in them taking over whole cities. So, listen, which, honestly, a city in Somalia is mostly just a group of huts, but that's not the point.
Overseas. And now brings us back to Al-Shabaab. Were some of these payments going to hawalas, is what they're called. So in Somalia, they don't have banks. They have hawalas.
The average working class guy right now, working his ass off. That money's coming out of his pocket to fund who knows what at this point?
Yeah, and it's in the...
Yeah, that's me, and that's why I'm pissed, all right? I work my ass off, and I want to keep the money that I earn, and the money that they do have to take away from me, I don't want going to funding terrorists.
Worst possible way. We have families with autistic children, with disabled children who aren't getting services because other families in the state are deciding to lie and say, oh, I have an autistic child, and they get a kickback. Then money is getting shipped out overseas, and we don't know where that goes, and we're finding out that some of it is unfortunately getting sent to terror networks, and it's a real problem.
How did it take this long to identify this widespread fraud?
Let's go back to 2014. A program called CCAP, basically child care assistance. So
2014, that's Obama's second and final term if you don't count the term that Joe Biden was president and Obama was in the basement telling him what to say.
Somali daycare centers ended up popping up everywhere, and a lot of the same exact issues. Fake names being submitted, fake billing hours, everything. We noticed that a lot of that money was being wire transferred over to Somalia and the Horn of Africa. Fast forward to 2018, it ended up not being wire transfers anymore because we ended up catching that. It ended up being bags of cash. In this case, $1 million being stuffed into a suitcase and trying to be transported over to the Horn of Africa.
Which doesn't surprise me given the actual pallets of cash that Obama sent, I believe, Syria? Or maybe Sudan, I don't know. One of these terrorist fucking countries was given actual pallets of American taxpayer dollars. Like actual pallets of cash.
And it was tied to CCAP, the child care fraud program, as well. Vulnerable adults who can't get around or might have mental health.
So what you're telling me is there was another fraud program from one of these stupid-ass Somalian charities And whenever that was caught, they just said, "Oh, okay, all right, fine," and then they just started another one. Okay, you know what? That's tracks. Yeah, that's fair.
And they need assistance in their homes. These individuals are also fraudulently being billed, and we just had another one happen last week where an individual actually was walked in on, and they found them dead. This individual had schizophrenia and a bunch of different issues. That individual had been deceased for a while. And they were collecting money on his behalf, billing 12 hours a day. But then the individual, his name was Muhammad, ended up saying that, oh yeah, I saw him last alive the morning before, which was clearly a lie. This individual, according to the report, had been deceased for a while. We have autism centers around the state being fraudulently billed, made up autism cases. They don't actually have a diagnosis, but they're being charged for it.
How deep does
Well,
this...
yeah, it's because they get $1,500 per month per kid for that, right? Like,
It's fraud rabbit hole go.
it is about defrauding the American population. It is about getting as much free shit as possible and without assimilating into American society, right? It's about the conquest and taking over the stupid Americans because they don't want to be mean to you. Well, I don't care. I want to send all of you motherfuckers back.
We're told it gets up to $8.
And so does President Donald Trump. Let's go.
Potentially $8 billion here in the state. And that's picking the easy to get fruit. There's really no telling how deep it is.
We would encourage the Somali community to come forward and go, we want to work with you. Let's go after them. Let's go after the bad apples so you guys can flourish in these communities. And the good news, I can at least report that is happening in many cases. And Republicans were not racist. We have done countless things to be able to bring the Somali community into the Republican Party.
How do you think Trump revoking temporary protected status for Somalia impacts the reduction of
Yeah, the only thing we require is that you assimilate into American society and don't be an asshole. It's just super hard for these Somalians and these retards to not do that.
fraud happening in Minnesota, if at all?
Unfortunately, right, it's more of a symbolic step. We're recognizing that this is something that needs to come to an end. The Somali community here in Minnesota, they need to take some accountability and police themselves. There isn't a hatred of Somalians or anything like that here. There's just a realization.
No, there's a hatred of illegal immigrant terrorist fucks, not Somalians. Illegal immigrant terrorist fucks. Get it right.
That this has to be tackled and everybody needs to be part of that solution.
Exposing corruption is not racist. Thank you for your work. Let's get to the bottom of this. Fraud aside, Minneapolis is a cautionary tale and microcosm of what happens when you import mass quantities of people from fundamentally different worlds and assume they'll behave, talk, pray, and live like you do. And once you import enough of these people into the same place, after years of chain migration, they will achieve power through numbers and leverage our democracy to assert political representation and seemingly turn their generous host into second-class citizens.
It is about the conquest, all right? That is all. You import people from shithole countries, and eventually your country will become a shithole country. It is about the conquest. It is about them taking over America. It is not at all about them fleeing any kind of terrible situation. For some people, they are trying to be refugees over here. The problem is that the majority of them are not. The majority of them were just kind of dropped off over here, and they seem to think that Somalia and America are both equals, right? Like, they're not at all equals, okay? America is so much better than the garbage country that is Somalia. I don't know why it's even a country, despite the fact that America fucking recognized it as a country, which is wild, because they don't fucking do anything. Their people literally live in huts. It is not a country. At most, it is a society of people, right? It is a group of people. It is a culture, a shithole culture of a shithole country, and we are importing shitty people from these shithole countries. And we need to stop doing that. And the people that are here from those shithole countries that are causing problems need to not be here anymore. Whether it be through jail or through deportation, I don't care. But they do not need to be in American society if they are not going to assimilate into American society. Anyway, all right. Follow me here on Kick. Go to x.com/Sestill or real_Sestill to follow me there as well. I make based opinions. If you like that, you can follow me over on YouTube at youtube.com/Sestill_G2D. If you don't like YouTube anymore, you can go over to Rumble and follow me there if you'd like. I'm everywhere the videos are made. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Again, I will be probably on my regular schedule again next week. So, anyway, See you guys later. Bye.